at the LMPD. Go and get yourself this thing. And she tryna link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag, we're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, that gets a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my
tonight from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Patrick Mahomes and the Los Angeles Rams versus Deshaun Watson and the New Orleans Saints.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
To be considered for the MVP award in the NFL, it's got to be a season of not just consistency, but spectacular consistency, and he's had it all the way through.
I think you're right. He's been as consistent, more consistent probably than anybody else as the numbers bear out. And the social media chatter for the MVP races certainly start to ramp up. I know you and I have felt that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Right now, he's in the pole position as we head down the stretch.
On first down, it's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. But they also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes two to tango. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself
if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 27-yard line.
Derrick Henry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Derrick Henry. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing. The game, getting it done, but they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Mahomes now on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Here's Swift. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
DeAndre Swift.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 67 yards.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he picks up the first down yardage 16. An effective 7-yard third-down conversion. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They'll run the draw here with Swift. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Albert Okwuegbuna with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 5-yard line. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And one thing's for sure, that number 1 seed already been sewn up. It's a testament to how well these guys have played. They can lock up home field advantage with this many games still to go.
And you know what else you can do with this type of an advantage? You can plan for the playoffs a lot earlier, and I don't just mean in how you play guys or rest them. I'm talking about how you talk to your team going into the playoffs, because normally you have that conversation with them usually the last week of the season. Now you can have it earlier and say, all right, we know we're going to be at home for every game we play. I want you to take care of your tickets this way. I want you to handle hotels that way. All of those things can be out of the way, so when it comes time to get ready for the playoffs, that's all you're doing is preparing on the field and in the locker room. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. 9-yard gain on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray. And all the way down inside inside the 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Latavius Murray, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it culminates with a Latavius Murray touchdown run.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius. It
really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
DeAndre Swift, the ball.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Saints 14, Rams 7.
Yard line, 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Now in the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On first down, Mahomes. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
Mahomes firing complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
To number 80.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way that pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They go play fake. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
The Rams on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The pressure gets to him again. Ted McKinley, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
14, Rams 10.
That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just weren't able to do so.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Now Watson. He throws it and gets the slant route to Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
It's good, and it's 21-10. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run.
Will Lutz to
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put him in our players' spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And again, it's Mahomes. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes going right side here, and that's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This pass caught at the 4. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Swift, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the off.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-17. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now we'll see what Michael Thomas and the rest of the offense has in store here. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it.
That's caught inside the 20. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First down, Saints.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it's Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw, Watson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. L.A. readies for its next possession. They go play action here on first down. That's complete. Okuegbunam. Not much there, only a yard.
Albert Okuebuno.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes will get that complete to Albert O. That catch good for 5. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Mahomes now on first down. He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 down at the 31. Now a run with Edwards. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
On the carry.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 29, Mahomes stepping up. He'll try and run.
Mahomes on the keeper.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
Saints 28, Rams 20.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career.
Brandon, never ceases to amaze me just how fast these defensive ends are in the game nowadays. Part of that is what we've seen in college football, where they've gotten smaller and faster on the defensive side of the ball. But they brought that to the NFL because it is hard for an offensive lineman to keep them away from the quarterback.
This is caught inside the 15. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one, 57 yards. That pass was heavily defended on 3rd down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's Murray. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates with a Latavius Murray touchdown run.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Look for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return. And a sack touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one. And it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Takk McKinley in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Mahomes now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
McKenzie now to return it. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
New Orleans.
Here on a Sunday night, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He was brought down by Marcus Peters. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Rams' 32-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Watson's pass intended for Will Fuller.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Watson's pass.
They get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okuebunam was the target there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game? Offensively.
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Good.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
Rolling to his left. He'll run it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Mahomes now on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Now, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 10 yards out. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the pass. Game.
Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the two-point try. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Conversion is no good.
So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll start the drive here with an end around. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
End around. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Set him back 5.
Still second down.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They run it again with Kamara. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On first down, Mahomes on the move to his left. He's going to take off with it, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
from midfield. Here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
McKinley on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
10 at the 27-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Working from the gun, Mahomes. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively. Go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you got to get the ball into the end zone.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Henry. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the night, and the Saints add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 15. Less than 90 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now here's Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Mahomes pass.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. There's that man again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year. Like so many others, this goes for a first down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Mahomes to throw once more. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, they can't connect on the pass. So that gets the clock down to 11. Time for probably 2 more plays. Got to go quickly, though. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. One final try for Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Saints, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on. Take a sip, but it's a brick. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's a brick. We on track for the win. this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's Brit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's Brit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant. Let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment. Energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep on tossing. Stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it. You gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking.